Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 24th of May. May 24th. How we doing tonight? What are you and you, but especially you, grateful for this evening? That is what I want to know. That is what I want to know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Hey, how are you? Great to have you with us. How's things in Illinois tonight? I hope all is well. I do. I hope all is going great in your world. It is, we had some rain come through here in Connecticut. But overall, it was a nice day. I got caught in the showers when I was out there, actually. I was getting a little more steps in this afternoon and got a little rain. Got a little rain. But that's okay. That is okay. It is good to be back in Connecticut. That was a hard fought battle to get back here, but it is good to be back here in Connecticut. Um, it is. Got back at like 4 o'clock in the morning whenever I got back. Howdy. Oh, Kelly, you're in Fort Lauderdale. That's kind of like I was leaving Florida the other night. I got stuck. I spent most of my night in the airport by the time we got out of there. So I will keep my fingers crossed that you are able to board and head out of there. And I hope you had a relaxing time in Fort Lauderdale. Hopefully you got. Hopefully it was a relaxing trip. A relaxing trip for you. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook, just hop on over to YouTube. I'm right over there. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. But weather will do that to you. Weather will do that to you. I didn't want to come home at 4 a.m. and wake everybody up, so I rested for a couple hours in the airport when I got back. Oh, Grand Cayman. I love Grand Cayman. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love Grand Cayman, Kelly. So I hope you had a fabulous time, an amazing time even in Grand Cayman. Well, let's get started tonight. I'm going to start here with the Stay Positive book. The Stay Positive book is how we roll. That is how we roll. Tonight we are on page 228. Speak life to others today. Share a kind word with everyone you interact with. You never know how much their soul might need it. That is true. Kind words matter. Words matter. Word choice matters. And it really, you can really make someone else's day. Even if somebody else has brought you down, you have the chance to make someone else's day. And I always encourage you to make someone else's day. Make it and make it great. So I got a couple things I want to talk about tonight. I've been at my desk today and trying to clean it up a little bit. I've been buried in paper in our paperless society. I have been buried in paper, but I've been trying to get to my desk today and find things. And I've got a couple of big reports that Angie and I are working on and some other big things that are coming. So lots of exciting stuff going on. The retail industry is going to be amazing. Continue to be amazing, but more on that in a minute. First up, I wanted to talk about not to give Kitty because she worked on this a lot back in the day, but I want to talk about the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. Maybe you've heard of it. You know, that's when you have some recall on something, is what a lot of people think of. And that is true. That is true. Recalls happen on items, kids products, cars, and Kitty fought a lot for safety and how resale stores were handled with that back when the PSIA Act came into play back in the 2000, earlier in the 2000s. But yeah, CPC.gov. Well, you know what CPC.gov is doing? They're coming out in the field again. Yes, 2009. Yes, they're back out in the field. So they are visiting stores. They are visiting stores again. They are visiting stores and they are looking and checking products. They are not just visiting kids stores. They are visiting home decor stores. They are visiting ladies stores. They are visiting stores of all kinds. See what some government funding will do for you. But their agents are out and about, and they are visiting stores in towns like yours and mine. So I share that to not scare you, because it really shouldn't be something you get scared about. I like to say that the secondhand market, secondhand stores, secondhand items are the safe items. And they're the safe items because they've been out there in the marketplace already. They have been out there and they have been out and about. And so they are out there. By the time they hit a resale stores, they are safe. Okay, because they usually are recalled already. And resale stores do their part to make sure they are not putting unsafe items on the shelves. I mean, I have a toy person that works that processes toys that can tell you the shoe that's recalled on the Barbie doll. No, that Barbie doll is not recalled, but that one is, and this is why. And that's but that information is out there at CPSC.gov, as Kitty shared a link in there. And with the internet these days, it's easier and easier to check for recalled items. So do your part. There is lots of things that are recalled. We were someplace the other day. Angie and I were in a store the other day, and they had a recalled cedar chest. I forget what's not our client, but another resale store. Hey, there is Florida Angie right there, and there's April. Both popping on tonight. So yes, those are recalls are out there for both household products, lights, cooking items. Everything can have a recall on it. It doesn't matter what it is. The shirt I'm wearing could have a recall on it. It could be like a flamethrower for all I know. So everything can have a recall. Just make yourself aware. Make your staff educated. Florida April today. That's true. And don't be afraid if the CPSC shows up at your door, the Consumer Product Safety Commission. It is not a big deal. That is correct. And you used to be able to get the child safety latches before Lane went out of business. Lane would send them to you for any year. They have to have the lock. They have to be able to get out from the lock on the inside, and the latches on the hinges are two things that need to be with that. But if they come to your store, don't be afraid. That is the biggest thing. Welcome them into your store. Show them how you keep your product safe. Okay, it is good for you. It is good for your insurance. It is good for the industry. So we did such a great. Oh, Kelly, the two things. So CPSC.gov, you can search any items. But the cedar chest, the two things that need to be to be compliant on a cedar chest are the hinges have to be able to lock so the top can stay open. Okay, so that you shouldn't have to hold the top. The hinges should keep it held open. And the second is it has to have a mechanism on the inside so that a person that gets a child, okay, or a small person that's on the inside can get out if they're inside. Otherwise, if the hinges are okay, you can remove the lock, not sell the lock, destroy the lock, throw away the lock, but you can sell it without the lock present if the lock is completely removed. Okay, that is the key to antique cedar chests, because there have been many cases, and even some not that long ago. Let's call it within the last few years. This crops up every few years, where children have died in them. Okay, because they play hide and seek in them and they die, or they, Uh, you should not take them otherwise. You should not take them otherwise. That is correct. That is correct. I would not have them in my store otherwise, because literally children have died. Well, the only way I would take them, Kelly, is if the consignor or your supplier is not changing them, then you're taking that on to change them before you offer it for sale, changing the hinges and removing the lock. You used to be able to, before Lane went out of business. Lane would send you a new stuff regardless of the age of the cedar chest. But now that they are gone, you can't get one directly from them. It's not hard to remove the lock in most of them, unless the screws are really rusted in there. But the hinges is the other big part. So those two things is the big issue with them. But if you had an inspector, hey, Julie Jenkowitz, how are you tonight? If you had an inspector, welcome them. Show them the things you do to check items to make sure they're safe. It's an education to them to show them how great a resale store you are. My stores had the opportunity. Neither Cassandra or myself were there. I was in Florida. Okay, when nobody was there, our team dealt with inspectors without an issue. I mean, they did such a good job. The inspector made a purchase. Okay, that's how good a job they did. That is how good a job my team did with that. Okay, so I'm proud of my team and the job they did. Okay, and the biggest thing is be proud of who you are and what you do in your stores. Okay, that you are committed to safety. Okay, I really believe the resale industry owns safety, has the ability, or at least certainly has the ability to. As a resale store, we can own it because the products we're getting have been tested out there. So it gives time for things to work its way out and have that problem. Okay, even in kid stuff, we've had stuff that we're like, oh, we won't take it because that has all the hallmarks of something that will get recalled, and just hasn't caught up to it yet. So, but know they are making those trips out there. So know that, but welcome it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's all good. It's all good. So I wanted to talk about that. Well, in home, the biggest thing is the cedar chest. Hands down, the biggest thing is the cedar chest. Most products you can Google, most home products you can Google. If there's things like a hinge, a lot of folding chairs is another thing that has, if it bends or folds, those are things that get recalled. How's that? Okay, it's the same thing that the same types of hinges that get recalled on a stroller are the same kinds of hinge that somebody that are cheap and cheesy on a chair. Okay, and kids get their or people get their fingers caught in is one big area, and sometimes so that's one area to look for. Things that plug in sometimes get recalls because they over time burn and stuff. So just do a spot check of some things in your store, Kelly, and do a quick look. Obviously, that's correct. Narrow, newer chests that fall forward on kids is another one. They have to have anchors to anchor them to the wall. Crates, Foot Locker, look at all the things. See, I'm not an expert, but when I see something that I know is recalled, it's pretty bad because I am not dealing with it every day. Anything a child get caught in without a way to get out. Hey, there's Carrie Perry in her new store. Hey, Carrie, how are you tonight? It was so great to do that. I know April will post some pictures at some point of our resale impossible journey at Carrie's store, the complete makeover store when we were there. The trio of us, Angie, April, and I. I was just the grunt work. I did whatever I was told. Well, that's what I do most of the time. So yeah, her store. I mean, it was just an amazing makeover to her new store, and we're so excited for the future for Carrie. It was really amazing. And just I know that she is on the right foot to greatness and lots of good things. Lots of good things. You know, when a customer snuck in while we were working, he's like, "What are you doing here? We don't know you, you people." And but whatever you're doing, we like it. That was good, and we're just so excited for the future. We don't get to do a full makeover like that often. We don't get to do a makeover like that often, but Angie and April were in their element. Angie and April were in their element. I wish I had outtake scenes of them in their element, but they were in their element. Hey, congratulations, Kelly. Have a safe flight, and we will see you soon. So be aware of that. Don't be afraid of the Consumer Product Safety Commission. They are real. They are really your friend. They are really their friend. They're good people, and they shop. And they shop. So that was my one. That was topic number one. Topic number two tonight is I've had some reach outs, and I just wanted to address it. I want to go beyond the headlines. Okay, because some of you are like, oh my God, this person's closing their store, or this person had two locations and now they're going to have one, or that. Right, Julie, exactly. It's nothing to be afraid of. But it's not business, life changes. So it's not necessarily, that business is awful or anything. So I want to get beyond that. I can't talk about everybody's personal situation because most people that are through this work with us. So I would never, sit here and talk about a specific person unless I said, hey, Neil, tell them about this. But I want you to know that there's lots going on in the industry. There's people expanding. There's people that have new stores, just like Carrie, that's got a new location and a beautiful new store. So there's ebbs and flows of all of this. There are people that have gotten smaller stores. There are people that have gotten bigger stores, and everywhere in between. There are people that have closed a location and then open another. All these things are happening for a number of reasons. Okay, some of them business related, some of them personal. And my underlying answer to you is don't, don't let that cause fear in you for the industry or for your own store. You do you. You do your store. You focus on you. I've actually written a couple articles recently about that. We're going to have to post them on our blog about that, about focusing on your business, okay, and not worrying about what's happening way out there or way over there or even right there. Worry about what's happening in your store, and you will have amazing results. We see it time and time again that when you lose focus on your own business, when you worry what's happening with somebody else, is that going to happen to me or this or that? Okay, when you lose the focus on your own business, when you lose that focus, um, is when bad things happen in your business. Okay, bad thing, but when you focus on your business, when you focus on a real growth plan, when you focus on getting to where you want, you climb your mountain. So that, what I'm telling you is don't climb somebody else's. That's really. Oh, hey, there's an analogy. Don't climb somebody else's mountain. Don't drive somebody else's route. Okay. Um, no, I was driving Angie. Angie claims like I was driving her car, and her GPS never says some of the things that it says to me. The GPS in her car. It only happens when I'm driving it, and um, you know. So, but I'm not trying to go driving Angie's path. So drive your path, drive your route to where you want to go. Is what I'm telling you. That is the lesson from all this: is don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. Don't try to be anyone else but you. I am not going to be a star baseball player. I am not going to be a handyman. My mailbox needs fixing, and I am not going to I am not going to go to Home Depot and buy tools and try to fix it. Okay. I am going to be me. I am covered in spreadsheets. I have spreadsheets galore all over my desk. I am going to stay in my lane, Julie, and I'm going to do my job. Okay, I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm going to do my job. And that is what I am telling you to worry about and do. I'm not even telling you to worry because I don't like to worry. Okay, I'm telling you to do that for your store, for your business. Okay, to keep on keeping on being you. If you do that, you will continue to find your success. You're not going to be a professional TV mover. Good to know, April. Good to know. All right. See, be who you are. Be who you are. Be you. This is Neil. Love me or hate me, there's nothing in the middle. Okay? Uh, be you and be your story. Don't worry about like some industry collapses. I mean, this industry is about to boom. I mean, it is booming, and it is going to continue to boom when you focus on your business. And that is where I'm going with that. So focus on you, focus on your business, and focus on staying in your lane, and you will have amazing growth and amazing results. And so for that, I am really excited. I am really really excited where that is and where people are with that. So know that and be aware of that because there's just, I mean, the growth opportunities that are coming down the line in the industry are mind blowing, mind blowing. And so I am excited about that and excited to see where that goes. So, and I am on a growth plan to grow within this industry. That is what we do here. That's how we take it to the next level. That is how we take it to the next level. You know what else we do? This video and everything I talk about, goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe. Oh, yeah. Ring the bell. Ring it. You know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody grow a bigger, a better business. Doesn't have to be bigger, just has to be better. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. More 8 Than Ish. Stop making fun of me, Angie. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start this program with the Stay Positive book. Stay Positive is how we roll, people. Tonight, we're almost in need of a new book. We might have to find a new inspirational book here. We're getting to the end. On page 228, speak life to others today. Share a kind word with you interact. You never know how might need it. When you feel called to a business you think is not achievable, it's probably not. If you try to do it on your own, big dreams require us to have faith in a big God to accomplish something great. You're not well. That pretty much says it all right there, people. You know what? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, even. We keep this party going. Yes, we do. Until Sunday at More 8 Than Ish. So you. But most importantly, you. Yes, you. You're not alone running this tour. You got 1 week in this month, people. Make it a great one. I'll see you on Sunday.